Okay, Team Fit, it is now time for another video. Yay! We are doing a 30-day challenge. So, I have gone to the farmer's market and I just want you to have an idea of what I bought today. This is only 1 week's worth. Um, Let me just say this for this challenge. You will need to have at least 2 cups of leafy greens in your blender or your NutriBullet, or if you have a Vitamix, you need 2 cups of leafy greens. Then whatever else you combine with your leafy greens, as far as veggies or fruit, I like to combine them both, is up to you. But I kind of just wanted you to see what I have. I also wanted to explain a few things. If you are wanting your smoothie to be a little bit more creamy, then by all means purchase a couple of avocados, and you only need a half of avocado. If you can eat bananas, unlike me, then you can actually add bananas to your green smoothie to make them sweeter, and if you need to make them excuse me, a little more creamy. If you are diabetic or borderline diabetic, I would not advise you using the banana. I would advise you using more of like agave nectar, which is low on the glycemic index. And if you saw my video for Costco Organic, they carry that. So anyway, let's get started. The first thing that I thought that I would get to put into my green smoothies on a daily would be 2 small persimmons. And I just want to let me preface this by saying this. I am going to purchase a NutriBullet, so I'm going to put my other osterizer underneath in the cabinet for my soups and stuff. So I'm going to switch and get a higher power of a blender, which is 600 watts. So if you can't get a Vitamix, I suggest that put your little pennies together. It's getting to be Christmas. Ask someone to get you a NutriBullet because they really do work, and you can check out the reviews on YouTube for those. All right, so first thing that I got was a persimmon, or a bunch of persimmons. They happen to be $2 a pound, so this ran me about $5. But they're really, really sweet. What I love about the farmer's market is that they always have samples out. So, and I was always taught, don't eat the skin, don't eat the skin. And the grower there told me a lot of the nutrient is in the skin. That's a myth that the skin is poisonous, or unless you have a food allergy with persimmons, you should go ahead and the skin is good for you. So that is a fruit. It is now in season, and as you're making your green smoothies, let's make them, seasonal to what you can get. Again, if you don't have a farmer's market in your area, please try and go to the grocery store. Do not go into Jamba Juice. The only other place I recommend is Just Juice It, and she is in Newark on Newark Boulevard. So, and she's going to be doing the exact same thing that we do. So if you have to go in there and run in there and get a quick smoothie, a green smoothie, I would recommend you go to her. Next on the fruit, I got a nice little pomegranate. Pomegranates are good for you. You cannot use the skin, but the seeds and everything are good for you. So when I get my NutriBullet, I will send you a picture of what my pomegranate green smoothie will look like. The other thing that I got on the fruit end is I got some apples. I got enough apples for a week, 6 days, because we're only doing one green smoothie a day. So these are Fuji apples. Fuji apples will add a lot of sweetness, natural sweetness to your green smoothie. Other thing that I got here, something else. I know you know what this is. Most of the time we don't see it on the stem. There it is, there it is. It is carrots. And on top of the carrots, guess what they have? Green leaves. You can wash those and use those in your smoothie. Those are carrot tops. A lot of people juice them, for their nutrients, go ahead and use those in your smoothie. And remember, you should cut up your carrots so that way they're not going to damage your blades or anything like that. But a carrot would be good for the beta carotene. We're in cold and flu season, so again, I don't take the flu shot. Some people do. If you do, that's fine. I elect not to, but I'd rather give myself my own flu shot and do it with nature's best that God has given us. All right, so this, you might be looking like, what is that? Is it spinach? What is it? This is called dragon leaf or flat leaf kale. And for those of you that don't like the really curly kale, this may be a good alternative for you. Again, we're using the whole thing. I wouldn't recommend the bottom of the leaves unless you have a really high power blender. Is a lot for a blender to grind up. So you can cut the bottom of it off, but as far as to use the whole leaf, I would say go for it. And again, remember, when you're using your leafy greens, you want to get about 2 cups of greens in your green smoothie to make it effective. And so those are flat leaf kale. This is also a better kale to use that if you decide to make a kale salad, this is a good kale to use because it's not as chewy as the other one and it breaks down nicely. A good kale salad would be to take this leaf and to cut it up into ribbons, take half an avocado, some lemon juice, and you just kind of mix it together with your hands. Little salt, little pepper, makes an excellent kale salad. Next on the menu is spinach. Again, this is all fresh stuff from the farmer's market. Nothing that you can't find in your local grocery store. But here's some spinach. And again, if you have a high power blender, great, so that it can grind. Now the one thing with your leafy greens, you may need a liquid in the bottom of your blender or your NutriBullet. So I would say to use a liquid, you can use almond milk, you can use coconut milk, coconut water, or regular water. I would stay away from fruit juices. Again, we're talking about the sugar content in a fruit juice. So again, try to stay away from your juices. The other thing that you can do, which is really different, that if you want to give this a higher level of antioxidant, you can blend a cup of green tea, and you can actually make a green tea green smoothie using your fruits and vegetables. So I would advocate, try a little of that. That might be kind of cool to do that. This is red Swiss chard. Again, you can use the whole stock on this. Again, you want to get 2 cups. And I was thinking today, this might be the start of my green smoothie day today, is to use my red Swiss chard. The other thing that I have on the side is I got red and I got white Swiss chard. So again, the whole stock, you're able to use the whole stock. Make sure that you wash all your produce, your fruits and vegetables. Now, if you don't get organic out of the store, it's okay. Get a spray bottle and put a 1/4 of a cup of distilled white vinegar in the spray bottle, and then fill the spray bottle with water. Spray your leafy greens. These are your vegetables with no skins. As far as your other vegetables and your fruits that do have skin, take 1 cup of distilled white vinegar, fill up your sink with water, let them soak for 10 minutes, and that should begin to, and then rinse them once you've taken them out. That should take all the pesticide residue off of it. Again, the goal is on this 30-day challenge is to get your leafy greens and your veggies in, because some of us may have been lacking in that. And again, we're approaching cold and flu season. Feel free to even incorporate some leafy herbs in here. So if you want something more savory, you might want to incorporate lemon and basil. If you want to have something with minty, you can actually incorporate a couple of mint leaves in your smoothie. Sky's the limit. Just start experimenting. But the great thing is to get out there and let's just do this for 30 days. See how we feel. And yes, on Thanksgiving, you can get up in the morning and make yourself a green smoothie, and therefore when you go to eat your nice Thanksgiving dinner, you're not overly stuffed. So I just wanted to show you what I got. I may come back and do another video to show you about putting the whole smoothie together so that you can see it, and it will be raw, so there's no editing to my stuff. So here we go. Good luck to you on your 30-day challenge. Would love to hear from you, see how you feel, and let's just get healthy this year and carry it into next year. Bye-bye.